Hello YouTube, this is Doc Wilkie, your host. Welcome you back to the homestead. And what we're going to do today is a tabletop review of something that a homesteader, prepper, might find very useful. What we have here is we have a Leatherman tool called the Hybrid. And what makes it very different is, rather than having a pair of pliers, it has pruning shears. This was designed for someone that works in a garden, on a farm, or in a greenhouse environment, or works in maybe as a lawn keeper. So with that, let's take a look at the Hybrid. Now here's the sheath, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. We'll move it off to the side. This is a little over 4 1/4 inches, closed up. And when you open it, you have a pair of pruning shears, which has a lock on it. That's why it's closed. And it has a real good spring, so it comes right open for you. Now, working out in my vineyard and on the homestead here, I find these very handy, especially when it comes time for harvesting things like squash. It's easier to cut them loose with a pair of pruning shears than it is with a knife. But also, like any other Leatherman tool, it comes with tools, but these tools are designed around what does a gardener need, or a homesteader. And what we have here, this is a weeding tool, and of course it's marked up here for a small ruler. Here's an interesting tool. It's got a single bevel on it, and it's called a grafting knife for making grafting cuts, like with grapevines, grafting them together. This area here is called a bark lifter. Sometimes you need to lift up bark to check the health of a tree, and it comes with a Phillips screwdriver. On the other side, we have two tools. We have a standard screwdriver, and this the rest of it is a key actually. It's designed to adjust sprinkler heads. Like I said, this is a purpose-built tool for those who work in a gardening environment, but really handy for homesteading. And it has a saw, which I have used, believe it or not, and it worked quite well. Now, these are no longer made by Leatherman, but they can be found in places like eBay, and they have served me quite well. If you have a chance to pick up a pair, you might want to take a look at it. Here's the sheath again. The sheath is heavy nylon. It has a clip on the back that goes on your waistband or belt, which I find handy because sometimes I wear clothing that doesn't require a belt, so I can clip it on my waistband. And it's deep enough that two things happen here. First off, if you're working, cutting, and then you need your hands and got to go back and cut some more, this will easily fit down here and hold securely, fully open. Or if you're just working and not necessarily using the tool and it's folded up, it will hold in the sheath as well. The handle construction is plastic, and it does have, the black area is rubber molding, which gives you a really secure grip, even if your hands start to become wet. So, just sharing with you a good tool for the homestead and for the garden. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and happy homesteading.